Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Vail Daily Live. I'm Trisha Swenson with the Vail Daily, and we're coming to you on Memorial Day. We want to make sure you know what's going to be going on today for Memorial Day and what you can do today to honor those who have fallen in the line of duty while serving our country. A lot of people ask, what's the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day? Well, Veterans Day honors all veterans, living or deceased, and Memorial Day honors those who have fought for our freedoms and paid the ultimate sacrifice. So we want to make sure we let you know different ways that you can honor those men and women today. We're going to be going live from Freedom Park over in Edwards. They will have an assembly later this afternoon with the local VFW out of Minturn, the Minturn VFW Post 10721. And we'll be talking to Pat Hammond, Claire Noble, Al Zapata, as well as Rabbi Joel Newman. And then we're also going to check in with the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. Jen Mason will be there. She's the executive director of the Snow Sports Museum. And that is not only a great source of the history of the sport in Colorado, but it's also a perfect place to learn more about the 10th Mountain Division that trained just south of here at Camp Hale. A lot of people don't realize just south of Vail, there was thousands of men training for World War II and the battles over in Europe. So we'll be checking in with them and learn about their complimentary event that they have going on also. But thanks for joining us for our brand new morning show. We are live between 7 and 8:30, and then you can also watch us on demand. So this is day 3 for us, so we're still working out some of the kinks, but we're glad you're here. We hope that you submit to our chat, and if you like us, hit subscribe so you can know when we're live and stay with us and become a part of our community. But right now, we've got Ty Diaz standing by. He is at the Vail Village, and he's right outside the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. Ty, what's going on?
I'll tell you, we're starting to see a little bit of movement out here on the plaza, exercising. Maybe those making their way to work, others just taking advantage of being at Vail before it becomes a little bit busier on Memorial Day. That is today, May 31st. But as you're looking around, temperature-wise, you can feel the chill in the air. Sky conditions-wise, you're going to find those clouds overhead, but it still feels like it's going to be a gorgeous day. But here, living in the valley and just visiting here, every day is a fantastic day, no matter what the weather brings. But I'm looking forward to speaking with Jen Mason of the Vail of the Colorado Snow Sport Museum. The name has changed. I almost called it the Ski Museum. But yeah, it's certainly enhanced, but gives us a history of a lot that has happened right here based out of Eagle County.
Okay, perfect. I know it did change, and it actually went through a multi-million-dollar renovation a couple years ago, and just a really great place to be, Ty. We look forward to that interview. I want to see what Jen has to say, and I hope you can get inside. But right now, we want to give you some details on the weather. The weather is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact our Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love. And as you could see, Ty Diaz had a little bit of sunshine on his face out there in Vail, but some cloud cover out there in the horizon as well. We'll see a little mix of that throughout the morning, but we do have a chance of showers. So make sure you bring the umbrella. I was caught out there on the golf course with the rain and some of the lightning, but still, we had a good time. So try to get outside today. We're going to see highs in probably the 60s and 70s down valley, maybe the upper 50s if we do see those showers, because it really cools things off when it rains here. But as we look into the next couple of days, for your Tuesday, about a 45% chance of showers. Wednesday, we get to see more sunshine. And by Friday, to kick off the weekend, it'll be clear throughout the day. So that's a look at your weather. Want to thank Liv Sotheby's for that. And speaking of Liv Sotheby's, we've got Ashley and Brazzo hanging out right down there in Riverwalk. I think they're right in front of the awning. Hey guys, you're right by the theater as well. And I heard that they had a block party. The Riverwalk Theater was doing live music on Saturday night. So fun. I love Riverwalk.
Yeah, it really is. It's gorgeous out here, but I don't know how Brazzo does not have a jacket on. I can see my breath. Can you see that?
Oh, it looks so nice.
It's not that bad. You put your hands in your pocket and you're good.
Whatever. I don't understand. Like, there's some kind of weird soccer blood that he has. That's
I have
fine.
the sun right on my face, coming up right on top of the building, which is gorgeous. So life is good.
Life is good. And actually, we've got a bunch of guys that are heading out on a river trip behind us. So we've got all the river rats in the parking lot. And then look at this. Like, if we turn around, hey, look at the theater right behind us.
Oh, I know.
Too. So, like, really good spot for, just kind of coming out and relaxing with the family and just spending some time outside.
Yeah, Edward rocks for sure.
I wonder if that little trailer behind you is that for the Smoking Jay smoker that they use. I know Riverwalk has those brisket nachos and a lot of awesome, delicious things.
Trisha, I was not aware of the brisket nachos, but
Trisha, I'm gonna prepare a full report for you for next week.
we will do some thorough taste testing and make sure that it's good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, thanks, guys. I know you're going to be going over to Memorial Park, but thanks for the little tour in Riverwalk, one of my favorite little communities in the Valley. We're going to take it to a break. We have a lot more of Vail Daily Live coming up.
Do you dream of owning land near the biggest lakes, tallest 14ers, and the best gold medal fish in Colorado? How about right in the heart of ski country? Would it be worth a $75 raffle ticket for a chance to win it? You can own land in Twin Lakes and help St. Vincent Hospital Foundation raise funds. The drawing for this half-acre residential lot is June 24th. Buy your tickets today at coloradolandrush.com.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. I want to give you the headlines for what made news in today's Vail Daily. It is Monday, May 31st, the very last day of May. Can you believe it? We've made it after a long spring. I love the cover photo. We've got a golden eagle takes flight Monday in western Eagle County. The golden eagle is the largest raptor in North America. Rick Spitzer contributed that to the Vail Daily. Rick, you did such a good job with our wildlife pictures. So cool to see what you have here for today. But for the headlines, a memorable Memorial Day. David Witt spends his first Memorial Day as a commissioned officer with family in Eagle following his graduation from West Point. More on page A3. You got to read about the Witt family. Pretty amazing. All three of their kids have gone to a U.S. Armed Forces Academy, so it's kind of neat to see their legacy and have them come back home. Also in today's paper, Vail summer parking still free in the daytime, but mayor says charging for parking in the future years may be inevitable. So for right now, enjoy that free parking. And keep in mind, if you do park overnight, it's $35. So keep that in mind. If you do have a little too much to drink, you can go to the parking structure before 11 a.m. and get forgiveness and get your car out of there. So just ask about the rules when you check in with the parking structure. But for right now, daytime parking is free. Also in today's news, curious nature. While they can be considered a nuisance, raccoons are important players in the ecosystem. They all have their place. Find out why. Look at those cute little creatures. They can be rascals, but they are part of our ecosystem. More on page A8. And in the arts and entertainment section, the Vail Symposium commemorates 50th anniversary on July 30th and 31st and launches its year-long celebration. You can check out the different programs that they have starting real soon in early June and learn about this amazing amenity that we have here. Just such a great place to learn, and lifelong learners, you're going to love the Vail Symposium. Learn more on page B1. Pick up your copy of the Vail Daily in blue newspaper dispensers all throughout the Vail Valley, or go online, of course, vaildaily.com. You can actually even read the e-edition. Click on the e-edition and you can go by page through page. It's kind of fun to see the ads and find out what restaurants are having a deal, or maybe there's a discount at your favorite spa. So you can still keep connected with the Vail Daily through the internet. All right, Rachel, what do we have next?
Well, we're kind of waiting waiting on our snow sport museum Outwoods High.
Okay.
Check in with Ashley and Bratzo. Looks like they're still outside enjoying the morning.
All right, let's check in with Ashley and Bratzo. Hey guys, you guys are down at Riverwalk, I see. And all right, what did you guys do yesterday? I know that the rain kind of hampered people's plans. How did you maneuver throughout the weather?
Rasa, what did you do? I feel like you probably had a more interesting day than I did. I did like laundry, and we went to Ace Hardware.
Well, I should have done laundry. It's piling up big time, which my ferrets love, by the way. They sleep on my dirty clothes. They love that.
I mean, can we get some sort of like a live cam on Bratzo's ferrets? Like,
I'm gonna buy them their own GoPro.
let's just go off on a tangent here really fast. Okay, ferrets. How many ferrets do you have?
4.
Why?
4.
Why do you have 4?
Because my family is allergic to dogs and cats, and they were not sneezing with ferrets.
Are you sure, or did you just want?
No.
ferrets?
I never saw them before. I thought they were cute. I was not knowing what I was getting into, but they're amazing creatures. I'm in love of my ferrets. I love animals.
I know.
What can I tell you?
Trisha, could you imagine? Do you cuddle with them? Do they sleep with you? Like, what's the?
Well, they are awesome because they are social, but then they need their own space. It's like a mix of a dog, cat, and a fox. Super curious animal, and they have their own personality, and they all 4 different. And they climb my bed. They've been social for a little bit, and then it's like, I got enough, Dad, peace. And then they're on their own.
Do you take them for walks, or like how does this?
Oh my! They roam freely in my house.
Okay, so that's the exercise.
Yeah, and I make a little hole in the wall so they have a little place to hide. I'm a crazy person.
Okay, I know. We got to see these ferrets. I've only.
We might just ditch like whatever we were supposed to do today and just cruise on over to Bratzo's house and just
the ferret cam.
Yeah.
I will do some B-roll soon for you guys.
Okay. We'll get the ferret cam going. All right, perfect. Thanks, guys. We'll check in with you later. Bratzo and Ashley down at Riverwalk on this Memorial Day morning. But one big thing that's going on, we have a lot of dance recitals, and the kids have been working so hard throughout the spring to have their spring recital ready. And the Vail Valley Academy of Dance has 2 nights recitals, tonight and tomorrow night, starting at 6:30 at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, they're going to be doing the whole ballet of Cinderella. So if you want tickets, you can get them at the Ford Amphitheater or at the Vail Valley Academy of Dance website. Here's some more details.
We just finished Cinderella rehearsal and I'm so excited. You should definitely come, and we've been working so hard. I'm a spring fairy and I'm super excited.
We are the Lights! Come watch us perform Cinderella at the Ford Amphitheater! Yay! I'm excited for the recital because we're the Lights. It's one of the first recitals that I've had, and my mouse name is Pig Widget. We get to be dancing in front of a lot of people, and we get to just have fun. I'm excited for the recital because we get to become famous, and I get to dance finally without a mask. And I get to smile, and I get to see my sister and a bunch of my friends. I'm so excited for Cinderella this year because it's so unique. We haven't done it before. And we play the Moonbeams. And I think it'd be really cool for everyone to watch because it's like all the divisions being put together into one, and it shows how we can all work together.
All my hard work this year is put into a dance,
And I'm very excited for my family to see my progress.
I'm so excited for Cinderella because we get to show all of our good work to our family and friends.
I'm super excited to do this. This is going to be so fun. We get to do this with all our friends. We have amazing teachers. All our family and friends get to watch, and I just feel so excited to just let it all out.
Oh, it's so fun to see the excitement, and I love their reasons that they are excited, whether it is to show their family and their friends their progress throughout the year, to dance without wearing a mask, and to be famous, like one of the little girls said. So recitals tonight and tomorrow night, and then the Cinderella Ballet will be on Wednesday and Thursday at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. Get your tickets at their website, or you can also go to the Vail Valley Academy of Dance's website and get some more details on their shows. But right now, we're going to take it down to Ken Hovey.
You know what?
Oh, wait. Okay.
Looks like he just hopped out, so
Oh,
can you do the
darn.
weather from here?
Okay, hey, we're going to do the weather. We're going to give you some details. I was going to show you what it was looking like down in Eagle. Ken Hovey is back from Buena Vista from the Paddle Fest. He is down by the Eagle River Park, and he was going to let us know what the flows look like and what it was like down valley. Our weather can really change from up valley, down valley. But now it's time for the weather, brought to you by Betteridge. I think, right, Rachel? Okay. Betteridge Fine Jewelry and Watches with exceptional services since 1897, and they're located right in Solaris. We're seeing some sunshine this morning, but as we've seen the last couple of days, some clouds building in the afternoons, chance of some scattered showers, and that chance increases as the day goes on. Temperatures a little bit cooler than what they were when we started off the weekend on Friday. Yesterday, they dropped quite a bit after the rain came, so we'll see anything from the upper 50s in Vail, maybe mid-valley in the 60s, and down valley. Eagle and Gypsum, you could see something maybe in the upper 60s and low 70s. As we go into the rest of the week, we still have a chance of showers throughout the next couple of days. Usually sunnier in the morning, and then a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Temperatures start to inch up as well. And then by Friday, wow, could we have a great kickoff to the weekend, a high in the 70s, and plenty of sunshine. All right. I want to thank Betteridge for that weather. And Rachel, I saw you bring up the little note, but I didn't see what it said.
Yeah, Ken looks like he's ready to go.
Okay. All right. Ken looks like he's ready to go. All right, Ken, what do we have?
Good
Hi.
morning, Trisha.
I can hear you. Hello.
Yes, I have to yell really, really loudly because the river is ripping.
And that's loud. I know. I can hear it from here. Okay, you're down at the Eagle River Park?
I'm just upstream from it. I am going to talk loud. I'm standing awkwardly. I've got my camera set up, and I do hear from production, no weather. But hopefully I can bring up some footage from yesterday. And also wanted to talk about river safety just a little bit. But yes, indeed, the river is cranking right now. We're starting to see our peak runoff right now for the Eagle River. Currently, we're seeing the Eagle River at 1,300 CFS right around 11 o'clock in the morning. Gore Creek is spiking up to about 300 CFS. And then for the Colorado River, we're still seeing that relatively low. It looks like they kind of turned the spigot on just a little bit and are starting to release some water for the Colorado. Now, the Eagle River and Gore Creek, for the most part, they're free-flowing rivers. This was snow about 24 hours ago, and it is running down. As you can see, I'm right next to the iconic bridge that is the railroad bridge going into downtown Eagle. I'm just upstream from the river park, the Eagle River Park, at the visitor center. And one thing that I wanted to talk about during this segment is river safety. Before we get to that, though, I would love to bring up some footage from yesterday. As you guys know, I was over in Buena Vista for Paddle Fest and for the whitewater races, and BV was awesome. Dry roads for all you four-wheelers out there. Great turnout for the numbers race, the Class 4 stretch. And for me personally, a special moment to see was my good friend, Mike Harvey, that you'll see in just a moment, and his son, Miles. Mike is the owner of Badfish SUP, and his son, Miles, at the start of the race. And that was just cool. Miles graduating from high school this weekend. He took fourth in the race. He absolutely stomped Mike and I. And my GoPro died about halfway through the race, so I only got this one little random clip. But nonetheless, It was awesome and so great to be over in Buena Vista. But Trisha, real quick, before I send it back to you, this is so important to me to share with our viewers, right? This is the time of year that, I just hate to say it, but kids get a little too close to the river when it's high. They want to play. People are throwing sticks into the river for their dogs. The river's high right now. The most key piece of equipment that you can have when you go out on the river, PFDs, personal flotation devices, life jackets. Mine still has my bib number on it from yesterday. You want whitewater approved life jackets, but really a life jacket is most important. And none of those, hey y'all, watch this kind of moments where you jump in an inner tube with a pair of cut-off Jordache jeans, no life jacket, and no shoes. And for your dog, Trisha, canine life jackets, right? They're so addicted to the sticks. They're going to dive in after anything. Just please make sure if you do go out onto the river, do it safely. And also go with a guide. We have so many great local services, Sage Outdoor Adventures, Timberline Tours, Nova Guides. They'll get you out there. And right now, the Eagle is the place to be. Take a look.
It definitely is. That is beautiful, Ken. Boy, that river is flowing. And Ken is right. We are seeing the peak of the season right now, the runoff. So it is a little dangerous out there. And don't go after your dogs either. If your dogs go in there, they know how to doggy paddle. They can get to an eddy easier than you can. Mountain Rescue does not want to go after a person and a dog. So let the dogs go. They will come out just fine. But hey, it is Memorial Day, and we want to give you a little history lesson of our ties to the 10th Mountain Division. And the Colorado Snow Sports Museum is such a great source for not only things history-wise for Colorado's ski areas in the state, but also the 10th Mountain Division. Ty Diaz is standing by with Jennifer Mason. She's the executive director of the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. Guys, I see you're inside. Hi, everybody.
Yes, hello everyone. Ty Diaz inside of the Colorado Snow Sport Museum. Used to be known as the Vail Ski Museum, or there was another name that it used to have.
It used to be known as the Colorado Ski Museum. So
yes.
We changed it to encompass all snow sports.
This is Jen Mason, and I'll have to let the viewers know, you know this place if you've been here before, walking around, taking a tour right at the Vail Transportation Center. And there's been some renovations, some changes. It's very expansive at this point, a lot to see, especially today, Memorial Day, a lot going on. And so, Jen, if you wouldn't mind sharing with us what's going on here.
Yeah, so today we are open every day from 11 to 5 right now. And because it's Memorial Day, we are offering a free complimentary guided tour of our Climbed Glory exhibit, which is the story of the 10th Mountain Division. And I don't want to say too much, but that story, the 10th Mountain Division is solely responsible pretty much for the ski area in the entire state of Colorado and most of the United States. There were some ski areas prior to the war, but they are responsible for all of the ski areas after the war. So we have a free guided tour. It's free. We have a free guided tour that will start in our museum, which is our Climb to Glory exhibit. And it goes in and around here, and then we're going to take it outside and go to the statue and walk a little bit around Vail, because Pete Seibert, who formed Vail or started Vail, was a 10th Mountain Division soldier. So of course you can't talk about the history of Vail without weaving in the 10th Mountain. And I promise you will learn something. And it starts at 11 a.m.
I was going to ask you that. So there's plenty to learn here about the soldiers, the 10th Mountain Division. But even just walking in here, not just today's events, but stop by anytime, open daily 11 to 5. The walls, they have a lot of detail, some amazing pictures that we can see just not too far from here as a drive. You can take a family tour. A lot of families do that, for a long time. But the gift shop is also available. You don't want to miss out on that. And all the proceeds benefit the museum.
Yes, we are a nonprofit in our community our mission is to celebrate Colorado snow sports stories that inspire others to seek adventure.
So we do have a live chat feature with Vail Daily Live. If there's any questions with the viewers right now, while we're here, we'll do our best to answer any of the questions. Trisha, you have anything for us?
Well, you know what? I was going to say that gift shop is pretty cool. I've done Christmas shopping there before, and just the books and the history. And I think that's what's really amazing is Vail really wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Pete Seibert teaming up up with Earl Eaton and finding this awesome place. And you think about, Keystone and that's just the advancement of the winter sports as we know them, just because of the contributions of the 10th. It's pretty mind-boggling. And yeah, Jen is a wealth of information when it comes to that. Isn't like the Sierra Club, Nike, some of those companies started from 10th Mountain Division soldiers.
Yeah, so the executive director of the Sierra Club for 25 years was a 10th Mountain Division soldier. So, and also Knowles, which is National Outdoor Leadership School, and Outward Bound were also started by a 10th Mountain Division soldier. So they're educating people about about the outdoors and also protecting our lands with the Sierra Club. And then Nike, Bill Bowerman, co-founder of Nike, he created the Waffle Sole. He was also a 10th Mountain Division soldier. Senator Bob Dole from Kansas, who he was also or is a 10th Mountain Division soldier. Okay. He's 98.
Oh, wow. Hey, and Jen, just explain what the 10th Mountain Division is. Basically, it's a division of the Army, right?
Yeah, so they were formed by Minnie Dole, and Minnie Dole actually would be in this museum regardless. Minnie Dole started the National Ski Patrol in the 1930s and the policies and procedures that help get people off the mountain safely today, which is incredible. And then in the beginning of the World War II, he kept writing letter after letter after letter to the War Department saying, we have to create this mountain division. And December 7th happened, which is Pearl Harbor Day. And so then he actually got a call from Dwight Eisenhower himself, and they formed the 10th Mountain Division. And then they came to Colorado. They trained in numerous places around the state, and they finally landed at Camp Vail, which is 20 minutes from here, as the crow flies, 45 minutes by car. And they trained at Camp Vail for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So, and that's really the tie. And that's how all of these gentlemen, when they came back from the war, they wanted to start Skirius because that's what they trained at Ski Cooper.
What's really interesting, Tricia, about coming to this museum is that the storytelling features doesn't just rely on Jen sharing them, and she's happy to, and maybe any of the staff here and volunteers as well. But there are tour feature buttons, I imagine, where you can turn the sound on and listen and hear about everything that these very stories that you want to know about the 10th Mountain Division, the ski history, and the size of this place. It looks like it's expanded. What's the square footage, would you say?
So we did not expand.
Well, it just looks big for sure.
It does. So it's 3,000 square feet of a lot of very interactive space. So we underwent a $2.6 million renovation 2 years ago. So if you have been to the ski museum maybe 5 years ago when you were visiting Vail, it is monumentally different. They took everything out and started over. And
so that's what we're getting. The flow charts that I'm seeing, that we're just going to wander down like a fun house and get lost in here.
It truly is a very highly curated contemporary museum now.
So don't go anywhere if you're still watching with us, because we will certainly reiterate that there's plenty of going on. It is Memorial Day. We are at Vail. We are at the Colorado Ski Museum and
snow sports tie.
Skiing are featured here plenty, but to remind everyone watching, and especially if you're nearby, that again there's a tour happening from here to the statue, and those hours are happening.
That tour starts at 11 a.m. and it is complimentary because of Memorial Day. And if you are here in town and you don't want to come to the tour today or you can't make it, we do have a Vail history tour, which is $5. That's every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday all summer long.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, guys. Oh, I saw your little dog Nelson in the background. Hello, Nelson. Okay, there he is. Nelson.
Somewhere.
There he is. Oh, he ran off. Okay.
They always walk the other way.
Okay, so we'll check in with you guys later, Ty. Hey, thanks, Jen. Thanks for coming on. Once again, the tour is at 11 today, complimentary. And this Colorado Snow Sports Museum is located on the top level of the Vail Village parking structure. And I think it's snowsportsmuseum.net is the website. We can always put that in the chat for you. Yeah, so we'll get that for you, and you can learn more. But it really is a cool place to go, especially if we do get some rain showers this afternoon. It's a nice place to just duck into, see all the exhibits. It also has all the history of the different Winter Olympics. It has an exhibit about the snowboarding and some of the old Snurfers and Tom Sims boards and Jake Burton's early boards. So it's an awesome place to go. Bring the family. You could spend a good amount of time in there. Yep, there we go. In the chat, we've got the website for you. So we've got more coming up on Vail Daily Live on this Memorial Day.
You know, they were really trying to push the limits of Cordillera, and at this point in time, Cordillera wasn't ready for this house. The site and the views they can see out here really, so we really tried to make it just all about the view. So you walk in that front door and you just open up and see everything out there in space. And you know, the panoramas across the valley are just outstanding. So it was really easy. That really just helped lay it all out on the site really well for us. You know, it's a really unique property. We put two 35-acre parcels together here for the client and went through a pretty exhaustive process. But it's pretty unique to have this kind of individual estate sitting on such a large format property inside a gated community. It doesn't exist anywhere else in the Vail Valley.
We are back with Vail Daily Live. It is Memorial Day weekend, and it is Memorial Day today, and we're going to be giving you details on what you can do to honor those who have fallen in the line of duty to protect our freedoms. But right now, we're going to take it back down to Eagle. We have Ken Hovey standing by the Eagle River, the heart of the Eagle River Valley. And Ken, I see you're putting on your safety PFD.
Yeah, PFD, personal flotation device. I got to take my bib number off. I wanted to get the weather covered. I saw Brazzo. You know, Brazzo's Peruvian, so he's like just warm-blooded in general. But it is a cool morning out here, and we did get that rain and that moisture. I want to thank the town of Avon for bringing you this weather and mountain report. The heart of the valley, and they really are. Avon has a really remarkable whitewater park. Avon has a lot of cool everything going on, and it's so easy to get up to Beaver Creek there, right off the highway. Your weather today, though, a little bit cool this morning, warm in the afternoon, and then those rain showers. This is my advice to you, right? I woke up this morning, saw that we got hit hard by that rain last night. Take the rain jacket, right? No matter what, like wake up right now, go to your closet, grab your rain jacket, throw it in your backpack, throw it in your car, because we're hoping for rain. We want to keep that fire danger down with our temperatures currently hovering around the 30s and the low 40s down here in Eagle and Gypsum, and only getting up into the 60s. If you go to those upper elevations up on Vail Mountain, it's going to be a little bit cold. And if you're doing these hikes, you know, whether you're going down to Hanging Lake or whatnot, and you get caught in an afternoon rainstorm, it's not that much fun. So just take the jacket along. No matter what, the weather's going to change. I know earlier I was talking about wearing PFDs. One thing, Tricia, that I wanted to address before we send it on over to Brazzo and Ashley is when you put your life jacket on, I see this all the time on tubing trips, they just put it on and it's on like this. Snug that thing down, make it tight, because there's an old rule. Your life jacket or your PFD, your personal flotation device, it floats with or without you. Like no matter what, your PFD wants to float. So make sure that it's all snug down.
Yeah.
So that it rides tight if you do fall into the river. But right now we are going to take it over to my colleagues. I think they're in Edwards. It's Brazzo and Ashley, and they have more. Thanks for joining us right here live on Vail Daily Live. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Ken. Yeah, he is down by the Eagle River Park, and yes, you want to cinch that down. See, if you go on a rafting trip and you got to listen to whatever the guide says when they do the safety talk, you cinch it down. You'll be kind of like out of breath for a little bit, but believe me, you will, your body will conform to it. But maybe not after a big breakfast at the boardroom. The boardroom is located down in Riverwalk, across from the Bookworm and just across from the Kind Cyclist. And Ashley, you're outside there, and I know this was a COVID thing, but I hope they keep those outdoor chairs in the tent. It's kind of nice to have outdoor seating.
Yeah, and you'll come over here to the Riverwalk, and it's so bright, it's so beautiful. You can recognize the boardroom immediately because of this big, bright yellow tent. And Ken, you're right. Brazzo is Peruvian. He's got that just warm blood, but he also loves himself a good cup of coffee. So it's been hard to kind of wrangle him, right? Like I feel like I've been doing all the work. This guy, he's just chatting people up. He survives, I think, on conversation and coffee. Look at this. Look at this guy. What are you doing? What are you doing?
My friend here is going fly fishing. We are here at the first church breakfast with the owner, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
We're just getting some breakfast,
just getting some breakfast.
Don't tell you, I might even get a mimosa,
Right. Nobody's paying attention. That's fine, right, Trisha? That's cool. Mimosas.
We're in camera. I didn't know.
Brad, tell us about some of the yummy breakfast things and what time you open.
Yeah, of course. So we open 7:30 daily. We have breakfast burritos. We make the pulled pork in-house here. We have sandwiches. We do granola bowls on the lighter side, smoothies every day. And then we have a little French toast and biscuits and gravy as well. So that's starting to catch on.
Yum. And we were actually when we first got out here, Brad, so we saw also good coffee. Yeah, let's be honest about that.
Local coffee.
Yeah, local coffee. But we saw all the river rats. They were getting ready to head out for their trips. And so if people are going to be going on adventures, you got them covered.
Yep, most definitely. We can do a lot of lunch sandwiches ahead of time. A lot of the river guys come out and get sandwiches to go, grab all their lunches. So all they have to do is open their cooler up and you're ready to go.
Awesome. So grab your cooler, come on down to the boardroom. Actually, I got this amazing salad yesterday. Tom had one of their subs. He's like, this bread is delicious. But then also...
Jaime's the man.
Oh, Jaime. Yeah, hi. Say good morning. But then look at this. I love the local products. We got some Sendy sauce that you can find. The creators of this live down in Eagle. They're actually my neighbors. And then as we come on down here, Trisha, look at this. We got some wine. We got some beer on tap over here. And then word on the street, Ty was telling me this morning, they even do their own infusions with tequila.
Oh, wow.
Brett, tell us more about that.
Of course,
Okay.
Spicy tequila right now. We also have an infusion of vegetables, so you can do Santa Marias. You can do Bloody Marys, Bloody Marias, whatever you'd like in the morning or afternoon. Come by and take shooters with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Brazzo. We have plans for after the show.
I know what I'm doing after,
Coffee first, shooters later. Trisha, we're covered. We're good.
Hey, you know what? And okay, we're wondering if there's a menu online. Do they have a website with their menu?
What is your website?
Yep, so the website is boardroomdeli.com. We are redoing the whole menu right now. So I think by the middle of June, we're going to have the whole menu redone where you can order breakfast and lunch. Right now you can order lunch online, but we're working on how to get breakfast online as well. Just revamping that whole thing, more pictures, easier mobile ordering and all that.
Amazing.
Hey, Ashley.
Yeah.
Ashley, so Ty was telling us about the lobster roll, and so we got a question from Mark Bricklin. What is today's market price on that lobster roll?
Tell him.
Well, the actual market price is it's not on the menu right now because the way that things are going in the United States, we just can't get lobster. So it's going to be off for the next few days, and then we're sourcing our lobster again. It's been a real challenge with lobster lately, but we do have the crab on the menu. The crab cakes are amazing.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Ty was telling us about this crab, and he's like, yeah, it falls apart. It's super chunky. He's like, I just get in there with a fork and some lemons. But also, how amazing is this, though, right? That you're getting that fresh source food. You're providing the best product for your customers, and we were talking about how with the sandwiches, they're doing the deli meats here in house. It's solid, right? You put a lot of heart and soul into all of your offerings.
A lot of hard work, but that's coming to fruition, and really love to see a lot of the local people coming by and getting to know the faces and names. It's great. It's a great local community, and now we're getting geared up for summer, so hopefully we'll have a booming summer with tourism.
Yeah.
Ashley, what are the hours?
The hours. Well, they open for breakfast at 7:30, hence why we were crashing and getting here early. Also, can we just, before we get to when you close. The dolmas
Yep.
that were in my salad yesterday, Trisha. I mean, did you put like magic in there? Like, what did you? How do you make those things?
Greek, so it had a little bit to do with that. But yeah, they're great. They're awesome. Ty's one of Ty's favorite too. It's a great source of iron for people. They're awesome.
Oh, they're so good. Okay, so what time do you close tonight?
So we're open 7:30 to 11 for breakfast, and then 11 to 6 for lunch daily.
Okay, 11 to 6. So come on down, grab some happy hour, maybe get some coffee first thing like brazzo, right?
Fun to hang out. We had some good surfing, some good snowboarding on the
Yeah.
It's whatever
Fun.
you're dreaming. You're dreaming cold, you're dreaming warm. There's the local vibe here.
Right, yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, cheers to you, Brazzo, and your coffee. I've got my drinks here from Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. Their roastery down in Minturn. They service a lot of the different coffee shops and hotels with their coffee beans and their different products. And you can find them in Minturn and also their new location, new this winter, up at Beaver Creek in the old Starbucks. So check out their teas, their retail, their roastery. It's a pretty fun place. But we've got more Vail Daily Live coming up on your Memorial Day. Stay with us.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
You can own land in Twin Lakes and help St. Vincent Hospital Foundation raise funds. Would it be worth a $75 raffle ticket for a chance? The drawing for this half-acre residential lot is June 24th.
We are back with Vail Daily Live. Hey, we're looking at the chat. We want you to chat with us and interact. We also want you to subscribe so you can find out when we're going to be going live. I keep on getting my little Facebook alerts, so I know when we're going live. Obviously, I know when we're going live because I'm working. But we just want you to stay with us, become part of our VDL community. So don't forget to hit the little bell, subscribe, and be reminded we're with you every day, live 7 to 8:30, and then you can find us on demand. So live, YouTube, Facebook, Vail Daily Live, vaildaily.com. You can find us there. On demand, you can find us on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, as well as YouTube and Facebook. Now, if you want to chat, the best source to do that is the YouTube. So we're going to be pulling from that chat. So hop on over to that platform if you want to interact with our Vail Daily Live community. And we're so happy that the Richardsons from the UK were watching yesterday. Ken and I knew them from the TV8 days. So we're glad we're spanning the globe with our reach here with VDL. But right now, we want to give you a look at the fly fishing report. Yesterday, we had John Packer, the owner of Fly Fishing Outfitters in Avon, located next to Agave. They're the only locally owned and Orvis endorsed fly fishing shop here in the Vail Valley. They've got some great Orvis clinics coming up, and John was talking about that yesterday. So if you want to inquire, they're really small groups, but they're really the only Orvis clinics in the region. So we're so lucky to have that and get the education so you can have more fun, more enjoyment out there. They're doing trips for families and doing all sorts of lessons. So learn more by going to flyfishingoutfitters.net. But what John was telling me about is what the fish are biting on. So nymphing and dry droppers with caddis and stoneflies are still pretty productive. He was talking about that mythical salmon fly hatch that's been going on. It's usually a very short period of time when that happens, but they're sort of these prehistoric creatures, almost maybe 1.5 to 2 inches, but the fish love to just gorge themselves on these. So if you can catch the salmon fly hatch when it's here, it's a pretty magical time. Also, nymphing and streamers are probably your best bet in higher off-color water. And think about it, the rivers are rising. John said that it's still good, especially by boat. But if you are going to be wading, really be careful. This water is starting to go really fast, and when you don't want to, and along the when you wade near the banks, that's when the banks and the water, the dirt underneath can become really saturated and can collapse easily underfoot. So if you want to learn more, you can go to flyfishingoutfitters.net for more details. And now I want to give you some details on the weather. We are seeing some sunnier skies this morning, clouds building this afternoon, a chance of showers once again, sort of like yesterday. Temperatures will be pretty mild. We're going to give you the weather from outlets at Silverthorne. They have Fresh Air Styles, Mountains of Brands, and Elevated Savings. But temperatures right now, right around the 40s. It's still pretty cold. Ashley and Brazzo have been outside at Riverwalk all day. Ken's been down Valley. Ty's outside at Vail. And all of them, they don't really have their jackets on, but they're popping inside to warm up in between. But we'll see those temperatures rise into the upper 50s for Vail, and then warmer as you go down in elevation. Edwards will be a little warmer today, so will Eagle and Gypsum. And then for the next couple of days, we'll have a chance of showers on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday starts to dry out a little bit, and then by Friday, looks like we could see highs in the mid-70s and just a slight chance of precipitation on that day as we kick off the weekend. We've got more coming up. Ken is standing by. Ken, I think you've moved locations. Oh, there you are. Now you're in the heart of Eagle.
Yeah,
tell us about this.
Right?
Where are you?
What's more Eagle than Bonfire Brewing, right, Tricia?
Yeah. Exactly.
There goes EcoTown bus right on cue. Yeah, I was down at the River Park. I came over to Bonfire Brewing. It is Memorial Day weekend. Before we start talking about beer, though, let's really address why we have Memorial Day. And that is a celebration of the lives and the families and the sacrifice of the soldiers that have made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms here in America, a country that I love so much. And I really want to give a heartfelt thanks. My family served in the military. I did not. And I just want to say thank you to the current servicemen and women, people that have retired, and of course, the men and women that have lost their lives, giving us the freedom. So thank you and happy Memorial Day. Now let's talk about beer, because with this big holiday comes a lot of celebrating. Let's do it responsibly, right? The police are out in force right now. They are writing tickets, and they do have their DUI checkpoints. But if you're going to pick a beer, like an official beer of Eagle County summer, that's it. Bonfire Brewing, gather around. And Tricia, I was excited to find out that they just did a whole new batch of Pink Eye, which generally you don't want Pink Eye. That's a really bad thing. But it is their Raspberry IPA. It is absolutely delicious on hot summer days when you're really thirsty. It goes down really easy. And also in there, I don't know if you've been here since they put it in last year, they have an adult slushy machine. And forgive me for squinting. The sun is coming out. And by the way, Tricia, you said, oh, no one brought their jacket? Tricia, I've lived here 30 years. Last thing I did when I walked out the door was grab my jacket on the way, but we'll be
No, I said everyone should bring their jacket. Ken Hovey told you to bring your jacket. I heard you.
I tell you what, though, I could shed it right now. But yeah, Bonfire Brewing, available throughout the valley. It's on taps. It's in the liquor stores. Drink responsibly. And when you're raising a toast to your friends and your brethren and you're all fired up about gathering around, think about the sacrifice. Think about the soldiers that gave their lives to give you the freedom to speak freely, you know, depending on who you're speaking to. And yeah, we won't get into that. But to live here in America. Thank you.
Okay.
Happy Memorial Day.
Perfect.
And by the way, Tricia, I want to, again, one thing we should address, because I know we've had guests on that have talked about it. We really want to thank our viewers that are beginning to tune in and figure out what's going on with the Vail Daily Live. This is really awesome. I just can't say enough good things, how excited I am to be a part of the team with you, with Brazzo, everyone, Meredith, Ashley. It's so cool that we have this technology now. And as people are watching this, like the Richardsons in the UK, that here we are live at Bonfire Brewing. We're in the studio. We're in Eagle. We're going to be absolutely everywhere. We are the official network of all things awesome. I don't care if it's Eagle County, Colorado. It doesn't matter, right? We're going to bring it to you live, and we're going to have some good stuff for you moving forward.
Perfect. And I love how Susie Vail puts it. The Vail spirit is alive. A big thank you. So thank you, Susie. Yes, we're excited to be here and to be giving you details bright and early on what is happening this morning, even if it is talking about beer from Bonfire. But we want to let you know what's happening with the town of Avon. They had their first Sunset Live concert last night. They just opened up the paddle boards and the sup rentals, and people could bring their floaty toy out there. The beaches are open. The volleyball courts, pickleball courts, tennis courts, they're all open. And we're really excited for what's going to be happening down in Avon. And the Sunset Live concerts will be continuing each Sunday. And this is the Performance Pavilion, the terrace, the backside of the Performance Pavilion. So it's on the west side of that stage, and it's a little bit lower down. It's almost to the lake level, and just a beauty. And that's where the band is. You can see the little tent. And we're going to have local and regional acts that will play there. This was last year during COVID, so the crowds weren't that big. I can imagine people are just craving live music, and they're going to want to get out there. Kevin Danzig took the stage last night, and the music goes from 6 until 8 p.m. We're going to have Jubilingo coming up on Sunday, the 6th of June. After that, the following Sunday, we'll have the Johnny Schlepper Trio on the 13th, and then Burnsville Blues Band. They played up at Beaver Creek yesterday for the free live music. They're going to be playing on the 20th, Father's Day. So just so fun to have live music and to have this beautiful venue, Sunset Live. So find out more by going to the Town of Avon website, avon.org. But we're going to bring it back to Vail. Ty Diaz is standing by. He's in the Colorado Snow Sports Museum with Jen Mason. Or actually, you guys are down by the statue. Okay, tell us what we've got going.
So where we are now, we're at the statue where the ski trooper, Jen and I were just discussing something that she's noticed. The direction that the statue and the soldier is walking is towards
Riva Ridge.
Riva Ridge. I didn't know all the significance and the dialing in of this feature. We just had a family walk by a moment ago, taking pictures. That's what a lot of us do. So we see the statue. Feel free to take a picture, of course, and share it with us on Vail Daily Live with your permission. We would love to see your time here this Memorial Day weekend.
Yes. So we are the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, and we are so proud to help tell the story of the 10th Mountain Division and their significance in the Colorado snow sports industry and their significance in World War II. So on this Memorial Day, we would like to honor them, and in a way that we can honor them is to tell their story. So if you're interested in learning more about the 10th Mountain Division and their story, we'll be giving a free complimentary tour at 11 a.m. that starts at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum.
That's where we were earlier, inside the museum, but we are footsteps from that location, easy to find. So that is the ending of the tour here.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna walk down here, and we might walk a little bit through Vail Village, but in general, we're gonna mainly spend most of our time in the museum, and then come down here and learn a little bit about the statue, like one of the features and things that Ty just learned was that the soldier is looking up at Riva Ridge, and Riva Ridge is a quite significant battle that happened.
Yeah, tell us more about Riva Ridge, Jen. Tell us more about Riva Ridge.
So the 10th Mountain Division was deployed in January of 1945 to Italy, and they ended up in the northern Alps of Italy, in the Italian Alps, and they were successful in defeating the Germans in the Battle of Riva Ridge, which is why the most famous run on Vail Mountain and the longest run on Vail Mountain is named Riva Ridge.
So that would, I imagine,
and I'm giving you very snippets because I want you to come and learn more.
I think during the winter time, that would be a double black diamond run. Is it all moguls?
I actually think it's just a black. Don't you, Trisha?
Trisha would know.
It's one diamond. It's one black diamond there.
One diamond for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To find out more about today and to find out more about the museum, the website, do you have a website for that?
Yeah, it's snowsportsmuseum.org.
There you have it. So this is the location. You're invited to come out today for the tour that begins at 11, meeting at the Colorado Museum, the Snow Sport Museum, and of course, of many sites to take in of Vail, established and that came up with by the 10th Mountain soldiers.
Yeah.
This is also a significant point to make your way and get your photos and share with us.
Okay. All right, thanks you guys so much. Jen Mason from the Colorado Snow Sports Museum down at that 10th Mountain Division statue where they'll be ending the tour today. 11 a.m. is when they're going to kick off the complimentary tour about the 10th Mountain Division. Hey, we got a note in the chat. Mark Bricklin, I'm going to call you our investigative reporter. Sadly, Avon Sunset Live was canceled last evening due to the anticipated weather. Oh, that weather ruined my golf game. But a decent number of folks were still out in the park. You know, we did get the thunder and the lightning, and those temperatures really dropped. So, okay, Kevin Danzig did not play last night at Sunset Live. So we hope to see some more people coming next Saturday or Sunday to Jubalingo. All right, what do we got here? Oh, you need to scroll down, guys. I can't quite see. All right. Oh, love hearing Ken's inspiring words. Thank you, Meredith. All right, perfect. Meredith is going to be busy with the Vail Valley Academy Dance. Meredith is going to be one of our hosts as well throughout the show and one of our producers behind the back. But one of our guys that works for the Vail Daily, he's our assistant editor, is also quite a barbecuer. Right now, we're going to learn a little bit more about Sean's Smoke Shack.
Hello everyone, this is Sean Naylor with the Vail Daily, and welcome to On the Grill. First, we're going to start off with the crown achievement of our Deep South, the Texas beef brisket. Known as one of the more laborious tasks in barbecue, the Texas brisket is a true labor of love. This particular beef brisket has brined for 24 hours and will smoke for an additional 16 hours, making for a total of 40 hours of cook and prep time.
It takes a different kind of person to be out here at midnight smoking brisket.
I let the brisket cook overnight, and I come out here in the morning and pull the brisket off the grate and wrap it in parchment paper and tin foil. But before I do that, I give it an injection of a classic Southern flavor, Dr. Pepper. This segment is unofficially brought to you by Dr. Pepper, and while this segment might not be officially sponsored by Dr. Pepper, I would like to thank Dr. Pepper for sponsoring Southern Barbecue. I'm not a Texan, but I learned how to smoke brisket from Texans, so hopefully I'll do them some justice here. This is Sean Naylor, assistant editor at the Vail Daily, and thank you for watching On the Grill. We're ready.
All right, we just had some of Sean's grilling goods. The other week, we had a Vail Daily gathering over at Nottingham Park, and just delicious. So hopefully you're getting your grills ready. Maybe you've been up at midnight last night, tending to the meats. A lot of love and care going in to that barbecue. So thanks, Sean, for that. But we're going to be heading over to Freedom Park, and we're going to learn more about the memorial that's on the west side of the pond. And I had a chance to talk to Buddy Sims, who has since moved away. Buddy and Bonnie have moved down to Arizona, but I got to check in with him to learn more about the piece of limestone that we have from the west wall of the Pentagon. It's the only piece of limestone throughout the state of Colorado. Excuse me. And here's more. You're watching the Vail Daily's Off the Hill. I'm Tricia Swenson. Joining me now, we have retired veteran Buddy Sims. He is part of the Freedom Park Memorial Committee, and you and your wife are responsible for bringing this piece of limestone from the Pentagon here to Freedom Park. And this is actually our local memorial to the 9/11 attacks.
Yes, and Bonnie, my wife, and I, in 2005, we were at the Pentagon picking up the limestone that the county commissioners requested that we pick up, and we rented a Penske rental truck in a snowstorm, and we had a few problems trying to load the limestone. It took us 3 days to get it because of security clearances, going through truck checks.
A lot of red tape.
A lot of red tape. We finally got the limestone loaded, and it took 5 congressional staffers from Senator Allard and Udell's office to help us in fur coats and high heels. And we also had 12 military members from the Pentagon that were essential duty because a snowstorm was going on, and they helped us literally pick it up. Now, this 600-pound piece of limestone The reason we got this one is because that was the biggest piece that we could pick up and put on the truck to bring to Colorado.
Now, Freedom Park, tell us a little about this. It's not only a place to commemorate those who lost their lives in 9/11, but it also honors some of the fallen heroes here in Eagle County.
Yes, it's a three type unique memorial. It honors the fallen veterans. There's actually 34 names cut into rock stones. And then we have emergency responders fallen, and we have 5 emergency responders that died in the line of duty. And so it's a 3-way memorial, and it's very unique and the only one in Colorado. It's the only piece of limestone in Colorado, and there were only 100 pieces of limestone that were given out by the federal government, the Pentagon, to memorials in America, and we have the only one in Colorado.
We're the only one right here.
Yes.
And what a beautiful setting. You know, this lake is gorgeous. This is right here in Edwards, and a lot of people find solace by coming here.
Oh, it's the Pentagon limestone in our memorial has a special meaning to everyone, whether you're a fireman, a policeman, just a normal citizen supporting America. But people that come by here, they touch the limestone, and it makes them a part of America and part of remembering 9/11. And the plaque that we put on here is never forget.
Okay, yes. Well, thank you so much, buddy, for your time. I know you and so many others here locally came together, donated a lot of the materials to make this happen.
We really appreciate you having us out to talk about it, because Tab Bondi designed this as a donation, and he had 16 local contractors donate all the materials, and this is just amazing.
All right, it is an amazing, just an amazing feat of how they got that piece of limestone here. So thank you so much to our VFW veterans for that. But checking in with the chat, we want to make sure that you know how to check in with the chat, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. If you're watching on VailDaily.com or VailDailyLive.com, you can't chat through that application. So switch maybe over to those other platforms if you want to be a part of it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, from Robert Brown, got to know more about the Dr. Pepper secret? Yes. You're going to have to check in with Sean Naylor about putting that Dr. Pepper, one of his secret ingredients, into his smoker. All right, we have a lot more on today's show, and we're really focused on Memorial Day. It is Memorial Day, a Memorial Day weekend, a chance to honor those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, those who have died in the line of duty. It's a little different than Veterans Day. Veterans Day honors all veterans, alive and deceased. And then Memorial Day is when we really pay homage to those who have just paid the ultimate sacrifice. And we're going to be checking in with Ashley LaFleur. She is down at Freedom Park. Oh, what a beautiful day. Hi there.
Look who I have.
Hi, Claire. How are you, Claire?
On my other side, we have Rabbi Newman. Hey. Hi. So we are just kind of getting set up here at Freedom Park, and it's a beautiful, beautiful morning. And look, let me just show you how smooth the water is. You see this? It's like a stunning, stunning place to spend any amount of time, but then especially on today, what a great place to have a ceremony and an opportunity to really, just reflect on what Memorial Day is all about. And so, Rabbi Newman, we're going to get to you in just a minute, but we're going to start off with Miss Claire Noble. So you, ma'am, I can see you in your Air Force blues here. So retired Air Force.
Actually, not retired.
Not retired.
I spent about 6 years in the Air Force active duty, and then about another 5 years in the reserves.
Okay.
But I know you're in charge of this interview, but I'm going to just take over just a second.
Go right ahead.
Because your dad is retired Air Force.
Yes, he is.
And tell us just a little bit about your dad,
please. My
gosh.
Claire, leave it to Claire to take on over. Yes, my dad is retired colonel in the Air Force. My grandfather was the athletic director at the Air Force Academy. My dad played football for him. That's how my parents met. And now my dad is he's working at NASA, that slacker, honestly.
That's his retirement. He goes on to another.
Retirement.
Yeah.
Retirement.
But your dad was a test pilot.
He was a test pilot, yes. So talk about we know where my adrenaline junkie tendencies come from. Thank you, Dad. So as I got older and learned a little bit more about what a test pilot actually was, I was like, are you really? You went up and you flew these airplanes and you purposely tried to mess them up while you were flying.
Nerves of steel. I mean, I just want to say thank you to your father, to Colonel Prill, for not just his service to our country, but really to his service to aviation. Because these are the guys who push the envelope and gave us, along with the engineers, the really incredible aircraft that we have today.
Well, I think he's paying attention right now, so you just said that to him. But Claire, thank you for your service, and then also the fact that you're really bringing this incredible environment here to the Vail Valley and to the Eagle River Valley, as Ken would say it. And with the event that's happening today, tell us a little bit more about it and how people can participate and what's going to be happening.
This ceremony is all about people. It's all about people who've served. It's about family. One of the very first things I ever did with the veterans was with another vet, Bern Kruger, who many people in this community know. And he talked first. We were talking to students, and all he talked about was family. I mean, this is a guy who could walk out of a Marine Corps recruiting poster, and you'd think he was going to talk about, storming hills and things like. No, he was talking about family. And so that's what this ceremony is really about. It's about people and family and really kind of the foundation of our country.
That's amazing. And so what time does it start and how do people get involved? Are there tickets? Like, what's the deal?
Oh, absolutely no tickets. We're over at Freedom Park, and the ceremony is going to start at 3 o'clock. Oh, yeah. And, rain or shine, the ceremony is starting at 3 o'clock. Right now, it's a very low chance of rain, but it is in the forecast, so you might want to bring a jacket. And we're at Freedom Park. Some of us are parked on the street, and I think they give us a little bit of a pass today, but there's also parking at the high school and at Freedom Park itself in the Weckmer facility.
Okay. All right, so at 3 o'clock today, this is where you need to be, right here in Freedom Park in Edwards. And then Rabbi Newman, first of all, let's say thank you to you for your service in the Navy.
Yes.
And so tell me a little bit just about your role here in our community.
Well, when I retired from the Navy 8 years ago and thought in moving out to Vail, that was the end of my military existence, not realizing how active it is here and how wonderful it's been. So for Memorial Day, 4th of July, Veterans Day, and then other activities, we get to participate and talk to other veterans about what their experiences were. And there's a lot of them here. It's been wonderful.
And Tricia and I were talking about this earlier this morning, and just obviously this past year has been a lot for a lot of people. And so, have you been able to really stay connected to the veterans community, and have you been able to have events that have taken place over Zoom, or what's it been like over the past year for our veterans?
It's been difficult, but the Zoom has made a big difference, and be able to still meet once a month and stay connected, and especially with friends. We never thought the Zoom would be so wonderful. We stay connected with friends all over the world now through Zoom and through programs that we do.
And so what's your role today in the ceremony?
I'm just one of those readers.
You just one of those readers.
It was planned by everybody else, but they said, would you offer a prayer? And we have this magnificent wall that we're going to unveil and dedicate. And that's a very, very special time to grow everything that we do here for the veterans in Eagle Valley County.
I think he's being extremely humble. Let me just show you this really quickly. You see a close up on that?
That's okay. That's okay.
All right.
That's okay.
So again, at 3 o'clock today, right here in Freedom Park, that's where you need to be. There's going to be an incredible way to honor not only our veterans, but also emergency service personnel here in the Vail Valley. And there's going to be some live music from what I understand. Claire, tell us about that.
We have some amazing singers. We have Caroline Duell, who's a 2020 graduate from Eagle Valley High School. She's a sophomore at CU Boulder. She'll be singing the national anthem. And then Michelle Cohn-Levy. She's the cantor at B'nai Vail. She'll be singing America the Beautiful. And I'll mention this at the ceremony, but for those who don't know, America the Beautiful was inspired by Pikes Peak. Catherine Lee Bates saw Pikes Peak and wrote America the Beautiful. So it's very much an American song, but a Colorado song.
That's amazing. I had no idea about that. That's incredible. All right, well, listen, we have more coming your way from Freedom Park. Brazzo has a few more people to introduce you to. We're going to show you maybe a little sneak peek of the wall. But Trisha, I mean, what a spectacular day to be
Oh,
out here for Memorial Day. Like, look at this. It's absolutely stunning.
it is gorgeous. And a huge thanks to Claire and to Rabbi Joel Newman. Thank you guys so much for your service. And wow, it is beautiful down there. A very peaceful place to be. So that is at Freedom Park in Edwards. And you can park either over at the Battle Mountain Park High School or Mountain Recreation. And it's the west end of the pond. A lot of people go there to walk their dogs. We can see the other members of the armed services setting up. They have a long day today, but they're getting ready for their 3 o'clock service. And we're going to let you know about the memorial wall that will be revealed at this afternoon's service as well. So stay with us. We do have more Vail Daily Live coming up, and we're going to check in with Ty Diaz, and we're going to give you some weather details.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With two of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Okay, these are some pretty crazy sunglasses from Oakley. All right, take a look. They are like one big shield. It even covers your nose, which I think could be good for sunscreen. But these are from Eyepieces, the Art of Vision in Vail. And these are the Oakley Kato. And it's engineered to push the boundaries of performance. And they look so technical. They look like they could be flying a plane or something. It has a purpose-built design that conforms to the contours of the face. So it gives more of a seamless look, and you definitely feel that when you're on there. It's kind of got a progressive, disruptive wrap design, the frameless architecture. So really, there's no frame on this. It's pretty cool. Innovative tilt function, multiple nose pads that they give with you. That comes in this little pack here, so you can customize the fit. And then it has the prism lens technology. These are amazing. So check these out. They cost a pretty penny, so you're going to want to make sure you keep them. You know, when your glasses come in a big case like this, they're a little more expensive. You want to protect the goods. So you can find these Oakley Katos, and we've got the black frame, and also it's a polarized lens as well. And once again, it's got that prism black lens. You can get them in different colors too, but there you go. I'm going to zip them up, keep them nice and safe so I don't scratch them. But Eyepieces, they're located at 6 different locations throughout Vail Village, Lions Head, as well as Beaver Creek, and then one location over in Snowmass. But we have Ty Diaz. He is in Vail Village, I believe. Ty, what is going on down there? What does the weather feel like? What's the temperature like?
So it's chilly out here, and but some of us love that. You know, a lot of our friends from Florida, they're like, we're going to Colorado. It's going to be too hot down there. Colorado temperatures kind of hold just right, the sweet spot. I'm really curious myself, though, about getting back inside of there, but they open at 11. This is the Colorado Snow Sport Museum. And Tricia, and to the viewers, all of you, I've been looking online and learning a little bit more about this place. Again, I've lived here for a long time, and we tell our friends when they come to town stories that we know or that we think we know about anything around here, but there's more to the story. This place was founded in Vail, 1976, the Colorado Ski and Snowboard Museum. It is free. It is family friendly. It is kids friendly. Things that we didn't know about that. But this place is also known as a tourist attraction for the ski industry, known as Colorado Snow Sport Museum. Let me get to it. The Colorado Ski Hall of Fame, Tricia. Now, this is, skiing, and you interview a lot of pro athletes. this is definitely in your wheelhouse to maybe elaborate what you know about the Ski Museum and on that end, as far as I just worded, the Ski Hall of Fame. That's a big one right
Yes.
there.
Yeah, you know what? They usually induct about 5 or 6 people every single year, and it is really cool to learn more about the movers and shakers in the industry. And then they have the people that were inducted that year. They kind of have that class of 2021, if you will, up on display. And then they also have archives of who else has been inducted, and they're all from the state of Colorado. It's not just a localized thing. This is Colorado's resource, and so we will honor people from Steamboat, from Telluride, from Winter Park, from A Basin. So it's neat to see that. So that's another reason to stop into the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. That does open at 11 again, Ty. All right, yeah, and it's conveniently located. You can go there maybe right after you park the car, since it's at the Vail Village parking garage, or when you're going back home, just pop in and maybe go check out their gift shop. Remember, I told you about that gift shop.
Gift shop is fantastic, and there's plenty to buy. Years ago, I received a gift out of there. It was a miniature gondola, chairlift gondola, and we want the little people to sit on the chairs too. Yeah, so there's a lot going on inside of there. But what's really cool now that it's known as the Colorado Snow Sport Museum. Yes, you're going to find other activities that you do on the mountain, snowboarding. You'll find the history of women's fashion inside of there too. We're looking at the early 1900s, and man, the fabric and the wool and whatever they were wearing to keep warm, that's completely against the rules these days. It's really good to see what life was like in the early 1900s as far as being in a winter town and fashion and snow sport and fashion, and so much fashion in there.
Well, and you know what's interesting, Ty, is a lot of the things that the 10th Mountain Division was using, they had the best of the best equipment of that time period, the best clothing of that time period. And then a lot of that, what happens in the military, does trickle down into what civilians would wear on the slopes. But yeah, it's so funny to see women wearing like long wool skirts.
Oh, yeah.
And, and trying to stay warm with the wool jacket. I'm so glad that we have all of the other products and everything out there. So, okay, thanks, Ty. We'll be...
Before you go, parking is free during the day. So, yes, the invitation is here. Parking is free. It does fit the budget, but you can donate. And the gift shop, all the proceeds benefit the museum. Now back to you, Tricia.
All right. Thank you, Ty, for that report. We're going to bring it back to Freedom Park in Edwards. We have Brazzo standing by with some other veterans to let us know what's happening for Memorial Day. Hi, Brazzo.
Hi, Trish. How are you today?
Good.
Fantastic. I'm here with Mr. Al Cepeda, Pat Hammond, and Mr. Charles Ross, which is the genius behind this beautiful monument. And
I think I've lost them. Okay.
Let's go to Ashley's. Let's go to this camera.
All right, we're going to go to Ashley's camera.
Ashley?
We're doing this all on
There
phones.
we go.
We can see you now. Yeah, we can see you, Brazzo. Yep, take
Okay.
it away, Brazzo. Thank you.
Okay, sorry. So I was introducing Ms. Pat Hammond, Mr. Charles Ross, and Mr. Al Cepeda here. And I'm hearing these amazing stories, and I'm here feeling very humble. I'm an immigrant, enjoying all the benefits to be part of the United States of America. And he honestly, he touched my heart to see all the sacrifice that this country is built on, and all these brave and creative people. Then let us enjoy all our benefits in the world, honestly. So I'm going to pass it to Pat, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on today. Hi, Pat.
Hi. Well, actually, I'll probably pass it to Al.
All right, come on over here, Al.
A special part of today's program is the dedication of an incredible memorial wall. And Al was the project manager, and so I'll let him talk about it, and he'll introduce the creator of the wall.
All right,
Al is the commander of our local VFW and a retired Navy chief.
Good morning, Miss Trish. How's everything today?
Oh, we're good, Al. Good to see you. You look wonderful in your lights.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So this was a concept that came up about a few years ago. Miss Pat had spoke about it, and regarding our memorial pavers, and it becoming very weathered as they were on the floor with all the the weather and people stepping on them. So we thought it was more appropriate to put them on a beautiful wall, and we had met with Mr. Charles Ross here, who helped create the wall. into a concept that it just projects and shows everyone just how happy we are to celebrate our veterans who served and those that we've lost and our first responders here. So Charles Ross is the actual creator of this all, and he made an amazing wall for us just to show everybody how proud we are of our veterans.
Yeah.
So the pavers were all purchased probably 17 years ago, 16, 15 years ago to help build this whole flag plaza. And so they've been there on the floor of the plaza for all these years, and the snow plows and the people and the sand and everything really wore them down. So it was just a great opportunity when my husband passed away to ask for donations in his name to build this wall. And so it's just, it's just a huge honor to have this wall built. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful wall, and we're just all very, very proud of it. Charles had a number of wonderful young men working with him, and they were all very taken by the messages on these pavers. So these pavers were purchased by local people, and they're all in honor of veterans from their families, which just makes it very special. Some of them are very interesting, very old, and some very young. So,
Pat, can you show us some of these pavers? Can you take us around and show us?
Sure, I'll show you.
All right, so we're going to cruise on back here.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful, you guys.
For my father, who was in World War II and was with the 101st Airborne, he landed on Omaha Beach on D-Day with his parachute in a tree. And and there's just lots of very interesting. We have Marines and Navy, and this is the plaque that my husband and I bought because we worked at the 24th of VAC in Vietnam, right here. And we have Green Berets. This is one of our Gold Star families, John Shaw Vaughn. His mom will be here today. John is a graduate of Battle Mountain High School, died in Iraq.
Okay, yeah.
And let's see.
Hey, Pat.
Yes.
Mr. Charles was sharing with me there is one plaque here from the Civil War from the 1862, which is I find very interesting.
From the Civil War.
From the Civil War.
That's amazing.
And so Herb Rubenstein was a World War II veteran, and we took him to the schools every Veterans Day to talk with the kids. And he would talk about saving all of his cigarette coupons from the war so he could come home and buy a car. But you get a girl when you have a car. The kids just loved it. He just passed away just a few years ago, and so we miss him very much. So there's some very interesting plaques here. I hope everybody will come and look at them today. Enjoy them and enjoy the incredible work of Charles and his staff. It's been terrific. And these were, by the way, we had donations from more than 100 people to help build this. Big corporations and just local friends and friends of my husband's from far and wide.
And it looks like there's room for more, Pat. It looks like above that line, more plaques can go in.
You've got it, Tricia. We've got room for 69 more plaques, and we'll have forms here at the service today at 3 o'clock for people to fill out to purchase a plaque if they would like.
Okay. Oh, that is amazing. And Pat, thank you. Thank you to all of you. And I think it's such a wonderful way to honor your husband. You could see in the member of Dr. William A.M. Hammond. He was a Colonel, U.S. Army Medical Corps. They were in Vietnam. That's where Pat and her husband met. She was a nurse there at the Nurse Corps. So just some great stories. And thank you so much. And we hope that you all make it down. If you don't make it down today, of course, that wall will be up for the rest of time. But it's a nice, peaceful place to go, especially on places like Memorial Day, on Veterans Day, on the anniversary of 9/11. We have that place where you can go, where you can pay tribute and teach your families about this great story. So fantastic job, everybody. Thanks so much for being on the show. We have more Vail Daily Live coming your way.
You know, they were really trying to push the limits of Cordillera, and at this point in time, Cordillera wasn't ready for this house. The site and the views that you can see out here really, so we really tried to make it just all about the view. So you walk in that front door and you just open up and see everything out there in space. And the panoramas across the valley are just outstanding. So it was really easy. That really just helped lay it all out on the site really well for us. It's a really unique property. We put two 35-acre parcels together here for the client and went through a pretty exhaustive process, but it's pretty unique to have this kind of individual estate sitting on such a large format property inside a gated community. It doesn't exist anywhere else in the Vail Valley.
We are back with Vail Daily Live, and we're going to see if we can check in with Freedom Park once again. A beautiful morning out here. We are going to see some cloud cover come through, and I really hope that the storms hold off so we can host that military ceremony, the Memorial Day ceremony at Freedom Park at 3 p.m. without rain. But you can bring your umbrellas and share in just what the messages that have to be said today, and some of the singing that'll be going on. We have some great singers that'll be performing today. We'll also have a couple of the Boy Scout troops. They will be there as well. We're going to have Boy Scout troops 222 and 231, and they will be there. And you can also learn more about the limestone fragment that is there as well. So just a wonderful place to go. You can park at the Mountain Recreation parking lot, or you can always park across the street at Battle Mountain High School. Plenty of parking there. And Ashley, do we have you? Oh, Ashley, it's such a beautiful morning. I wanted to go back out to Freedom Park. Yeah. And can you talk to us more? Tell us more about the veterans. Are you still with the veterans?
Yes, we are. So listen, you see the memorial kind of up behind us here. Yeah. But here's the thing. There's actually a whole separate part of it on the back. Do you see this stunning sun?
That is amazing.
Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And so obviously there's a lot to discover. And so tell us a little bit more about how long it took to create this and where this whole idea came from.
We started the project. Al had gotten a hold of me quite a few months ago, about 3 months back, and we took some time getting permits and stuff through the county. But when we started this wall to date has been a month and a week on building this up from the foundation out, excavation and everything. This was all supposed to just be this orange yellow quartz stone on the back of the wall, and I had asked Al if I could have liberties to just create something that would be kind of monumental and symbolic of the people involved in this. And I thought, well, a rising sun would be great right here, and this is what we've come up with on it.
This is absolutely stunning. And Trisha, I was just kind of getting a little bit of an insight from Pat, who's telling me that the rabbi's going to be doing a poem today that's really going to kick things off, and it's going to start off with the rising sun. So how appropriate. I'm just going to get out of the way here. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous.
And to be framed with the American flag behind it right there, and you're facing east, the sun come up, that's amazing. And then the sunset, of course, is going to rest right on that backdrop. That is absolutely amazing. And it's good to let people know there is something on the back side of that. You would not know that unless your dog ran down there and left his stick, and you had to go down in there and get it. So, Ashley, I'm glad that you guys shared that with us.
Yeah. So just a really nice surprise that just kind of keeps giving, right? And wait, you wanted to add something else in there?
We have plans are going to be in the works to bring this whole area together, from column stones to column stones. It's all dedicated to the VFW and the veterans. Okay. So down here around the backside, they have plans to put walkways and seating areas and some patio benches and stuff down here. So
that's amazing.
You'll be able to have the opportunity to come down here and sit and look at this and the other monuments that'll go up over time.
Oh, that's phenomenal. And you can see it as what we're talking about with those column stones. You can kind of see right back over here.
Okay.
Here's one. And then we have this beautiful rising sun. And then we have this other one right next to the bridge. So this whole area will be developed. That's some great insight. I had no idea that was a plan, but I'm certainly glad to find out about it. And what a great place to bring, when my dad comes to visit, guess where we're coming?
Yeah, definitely.
Come to check this out. Really, really special. So Trisha, again, just Memorial Park. It's right here in Edwards. We have a few people that are out with their dogs, that are going for walks around the pond, but this whole area is just so special. And like they said, rain or shine today at 3 o'clock, you can come on out, you can be part of this ceremony, and you can really pay tribute to some of the most incredible members of our community. But look at this area, so incredibly special.
It definitely is, Ashley. Oh, that's so nice. And I like that they honor the emergency service workers that have fallen in the line of duty as well. Pat was reading some of those names. And show us that limestone. What's amazing is that limestone.
Okay, I'm going to take you over here. So we have our whole crew this morning. This limestone has quite the story. You really did some investigating on this really this beautiful piece of artwork that's so much more than that, right?
Oh, yeah. It's from the west wall of the Pentagon. Buddy Sims and his wife Bonnie and some other members of the community drove a Penske truck to Washington, D.C., basically in a blizzard. They had to try to get that limestone in the truck. I mean, it's pretty cool, the whole story behind it. And then Tab Bonady of Tab and Associates, he built that pyramid. And, how do you raise that up? I can't remember how many pounds that was, about maybe 900 pounds. But Tab came up with how they were going to display it. And and on the bottom, if you can look on the bottom, that's the number. See that little on the base? Okay, look. Oh, no. Okay, that on the arm. Getting closer. Yeah, so that has the number from the actual. So they numbered all those limestone pieces, and we have the only one in Colorado. So the only one from the west wall of the Pentagon. Pieces of limestone, about 100 of them were distributed throughout the United States, and we have the only one in Colorado. So pretty cool on that. And then are those bleachers there, Ashley? Are there going to be some seating?
Yep, we have a couple bleachers just on either side of the limestone. So again, you have this beautiful setting, and there's some places for people to sit, so you can come out and be relaxed and really just enjoy and soak up the entire ceremony. And I love, there's some flowers that have already been laid on the wall. Somebody put a little, flower wreath, if you will. And just what a spectacular setting, and just some of the members of our community that have been part of this, but what important members.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for you and Brazzo for doing your reporting from Riverwalk today, as well as Freedom Park and Edwards. We'll sign off from you guys right now. But it actually, Memorial Day used to be called Decoration Day, because that would be the day that they would go and decorate with wreaths and decorate the gravestones. We're going to take it to Ty Diaz. We're going to get one more report from him in Vail Village. And Ty, there is something going on for Memorial Day over there as well with the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. Give us one more recap about that.
Well, it's funny because though I'm on the show, I'm watching the show and learning that there's so much going on, so many stories to tell. We thank you all for viewing and checking all of that out with us today, Vail Daily Live. And if you care to share this with your family and friends, what you watched this morning, you can catch the replay by logging on to Roku, YouTube, Fire TV, Amazon TV, Spotify. Our podcast is all there. But yes, the statue where we were talking about earlier, I'm right at the Vail Transportation Center, footsteps from the Colorado Snow Sport Museum. Got to say it right the first time. But the tree right here, that's where you'll find the statue, 10th Mountain Division statue right there. And that's where you'll also find the location of today's tours being hosted for free by the Colorado Snow Sport Museum beginning at 11 o'clock. But families are making their way through the plaza, already taking pictures with the statues. And as we've covered repeatedly throughout the show, the doggies on the leash are out as well. It's going to be a gorgeous day. And weather-wise, no matter what happens, Trisha, you said you were caught in the rain during the golf game. It's Colorado. It's May. Give it a few minutes, the weather will change.
Yeah, it did. The weather did change. We did dry out, but we were so cold by then. We only played 9 holes. So, I brought a down vest. It's just bringing the right clothing. That's what we need to do. All right, we've got a commercial break, though, and just a bit more of Vail Daily Live.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets at silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
All right, we are back. We're about ready to wrap up the show. Before we do, we want to give you a few housekeeping items of how you can become part of our VDL community, whether it's through the chat and how we want to see your videos. We want to see what you're doing, where you're going, your favorite mountain bike trail, that beautiful hike, what your pets are doing, what your kids are doing. And you can submit that by going to vaildailylive.com/submit. That is our brand new website where you can find the show, but also find some details about our hosts and get some information on what we need to have before we can show your video. We can't just show your video. We need your permission. We need your name. We need you to fill out the form. And we need something with rights-free music. If it has licensed music, we're not going to be able to play it. We will get in trouble for that. So just put some music that is rights-free, and then we'll be able to show it. And then submit it to us. Maybe about a minute or less is what we're looking for. And we'd like to play that throughout the show. So you can watch us live 7 to 8:30, or of course, if you're sleeping in, you can catch us later on YouTube, Facebook, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all of those. And we're also a podcast on Spotify. And then if you're going to watch us live, Facebook.com and YouTube, as well as VailDaily.com and VailDailyLive.com. But if you want to interact in the chat, thank you, Nancy W. For saying 11 a.m. Wonderful. That is going to be when the Colorado Snow Sports Museum is hosting their complimentary tour, starting at the museum and ending at the 10th Mountain Division statue. But if you want to be a part of our chat, log on to Facebook or YouTube, and then we'll pull those comments in so we can find out what the public wants to know about. If you're just watching on VailDaily.com and VailDailyLive.com, you won't be able to interact with the chat. And then the chat is not live, of course, when you watch us on demand. So if you really want to tell us something, you got to get up as early. Not as early as we do, but still have to get up early. 7 to 8:30. We'll be coming to you live every single day with locations in Vail, live from Beaver Creek, live from the town of Avon. Maybe we'll pop into Riverwalk, maybe Minturn. Maybe we'll even pop into your store or your neighborhood. So watch for us. We're sending everybody. We're out on the loose to get the details and bring it back to you. We also want you to subscribe. So when you find your favorite platform, subscribe so you get the alerts. So you know when we're going to be coming on. So you can be like, wow, I'm going to be making my coffee, getting ready. I'm driving in to work. And you can stay connected with what we're offering here with Vail Daily Live. All right, everybody, day 3, we survived. We're getting through our technical issues. We're happy about it. And everyone, don't forget the reason for today. Maybe take some time to think about and honor and explore our freedoms. And also think about maybe attending the 3 p.m. VFW ceremony at Freedom Park. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.